Yo, what's going on guys? Dillbobs here. Welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. Today we have brand new recolors coming to Marvel Rivals in an interesting update, along with even more gameplay of upcoming skins coming to the game. So let's break down what Marvel Rivals has to say about the brand new skin update coming tomorrow. So it says unleash your style. Costume customization is here. You can change your favorite costumes color combos directly in the costumes tab starting April 17th at 9 AM UTC. Choose from fresh palettes like Plasma Pulse, Phantom Purple and more. Just head to the store, grab your unlock, and dive into the look that fits your vibe. Your outfit, your rules. Make the battlefield your runway. So we're getting recolors in Marvel Rivals, but the recolors aren't being sold as separate skins. They're actually going to be a customizable feature to existing skins that you may already own. And they're only starting off by releasing 4 of these recolors this week, but it seems like if this takes off, they'll probably tweak it to people's needs and bring this to a lot more skins in the future. Now I wanted to show you on their website, they word this a little differently as well. It says here, this customization feature allows you to head to the store to unleash fresh color combos on your beloved costumes. Once bought, color options can be freely switched in the costumes interface. Now the fact that they say they can be freely switched, I don't know if this is referring to the fact that you buy the color customization after you buy the skin, or if all you have to do is buy the skin and then you can freely change it to any of the color combos. Now, this potentially could be free. The executive producer hasn't responded to anyone's questions about this yet, so we'll probably just find out tomorrow what the pricing is. Now, if it's free, this is an absolute W, and I can definitely see Marvel Rivals actually making these free, as it still makes people want to buy these skins more anyway, if it has recolors. But also, it's definitely a positive sign regardless, as they're not being sold as separate skins, and that means they definitely won't be full price separate skins. XOX Leak did also share in a tweet about the new customization feature, saying once you buy a skin, you can freely customize it. So it really does seem like you'll be able to just recolor the skin to the selected recolors if you already own it, which is a huge W, as the skins that are having this to start with are just these 4 skins for now. We have the Winter Soldier skin from the Season 1 lore. As a Vampire Slayer, it's the Winter's Wrath, and that recolors it to this white and blue color scheme, which looks pretty cold. We also have the Plasma Pulse recolor for the Lunar Snow Mire 2099 skin, which changes it from pink to blue, which I think is a much better color combo. Honestly, this skin should have been blue from the get-go. We also have the Phantom Purple, which makes the Psylocke skin change from this whole purple color to the white and purple look, which is pretty clean. And then we have the Rosy Resilient skin for the Punk Child Magic skin, which gives her this more bright, vibrant rose and turquoise combo. Honestly, I think regular Punk Child looks better, but I mean, it's pretty cool contrast. So overall, it's promising signs for recolors in Marvel Rivals. First of all, the fact that they're not going to be selling them as separate skins in the store makes me believe they're definitely not going to be expensive, and a lot of the wording really does feel like they're going to be free. I guess we'll just have to wait until tomorrow, but that would be awesome. I also do think, and I think a lot of people agree, it would be so much cooler if we could customize the skins ourselves. If you look at the icons for the recolors, imagine if each part of the skin has its own designated color, and we could just manually change the palette to create our own recolors in future skins. I think if enough people mention this, there's honestly a chance it becomes a reality, because Marvel Rivals really does seem to listen to community feedback. Now, to celebrate the new recolors, I'm going to give away one of these 4 skins to one of you guys in the comments tomorrow when they are released. So drop a comment on this video and I'll pick one of you guys. I'll add you as a friend and gift you one of the 4 skins, and hopefully that also means you'll get the recolor to go with it. Now, since the last video, we got an update on the 2 new skins coming to the store this week, and they are really cool because they changed quite a lot about the gameplay of the skins themselves. So the brand new Doctor Strange MCU Zombie Strange skin is here from the Multiverse of Madness, and the gameplay is awesome. So first of all, it's a legendary skin, and that means it has an intro animation, which you can see here, and it's going to be bundled for 2,400 units. That also means it comes with an MVP animation, which you can see here. Honestly, pretty cool MVP animation. The skin just looks cool itself, so any MVP animation would have looked good. And it also comes with an emote, which is really creepy. This zombie soul thing just crawls out of his chest and flies away. Very, very creepy. But the whole aesthetic of the skin is insane. And when we move to the gameplay, well, it has some pretty unique effect. First of all, I believe it has its own portal sound effect, this more kind of eerie sound effect. I'll play that again. And it might even have a kind of new animation. Also, when you fly in the air as Doctor Strange, it plays more of a creepy ghoul sound when you do it. But the cooler animations come when you do your ultimate. It has a new visual animation where the zombie hands mimic the animation of the ult and they appear out of Doctor Strange's back. And once again, it has its own creepy sound effect when you play it.
By the eye of Agamotto!
And there's also an animation for the Maelstrom of Madness. Once again, the zombie hands appear out of the back and mimic the animation for the ability. Now, also, I believe this skin has its own idle animation for when you're in the hero select screen, and it will be kind of like this. The zombie hands will be on show, and, you know, his neck will be kind of twitching out. He'll be bugging out because, of course, this is Zombie Strange. You can't just act like normal Doctor Strange. So that is definitely the coolest Doctor Strange skin. It's funny that it comes right after they nerf him, but at least it goes to show that they're not just going to buff heroes to sell more skins. They're completely fine with nerfing a hero and then dropping an absolute banger of a skin for them. And the same goes for the Penny Parker skin. Although it's not a legendary skin, it is only epic. It will be bundled for 1,600 units. It is a cool skin, especially given Penny Parker literally doesn't have any good skins. And the MVP animation here, you know, it's just them goofing around in a field, her and the mech. A pretty wholesome MVP animation, I'd say. And it also comes with an emote where the mech is just stomping around, once again goofing around. And gameplay wise, it doesn't have any sound effects. However, her abilities are also reskins, so her arachno mines become these cool Japanese dolls, and the penny nest also has a nice Japanese art style on it. And the skin, of course, with all the fur, looks really, really cool. So those are those two skins dropping tomorrow. And Marvel Rivals also did release some patch notes that are also coming in tomorrow's update, a few bug fixes and one new feature. So in general, they fixed a rare issue where the camera perspective would behave oddly after respawning, and resolved an error where importing reticle settings would sometimes show an invalid character message. They've also fixed terrain issues on some maps that would cause characters to become stuck. And for the hero changes, they fixed an issue where Wolverine's ultimate ability would sometimes not finish, and I've had that before. It's actually really funny. And they've resolved an issue where Wolverine would sometimes be unable to control his direction during the fastball special after using it multiple times. And for Hulk, they resolved a rare model display issue that could sometimes occur when Bruce Banner transformed in terrain kill zones. And for the Thing, they corrected the ability icon error in the KO prompt when the Thing's ultimate ability causes terrain kills. And on the Spider Island map, they fixed an issue when Adam Warlock could accidentally resurrect teammates in the out of play area. And finally, for PC, they've added support for Razer Chroma RGB lighting technology and Razer Sensor HD haptics. So if you have any of this Razer hardware, you can do the full Marvel Rivals immersive experience, as it will now pair with the game and give you a bunch of cool lighting effects as you do certain interactions in games. So there we go. That is the update for today. That is the news regarding these skins. Honestly, it seems like good signs for these recolors. I really do think there's a chance they're going to be free, and if not, definitely a lot cheaper than the skin on its own. So let me know your thoughts on recolors in Marvel Rivals. Does it seem like this is the right way to go about it? And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.